I'm one of 8 kids. I'm number 7. And I grew up in Negril, which is the kind of westernmost town in Jamaica. And I grew up on the west end, which is the cliffs of Negril. And basically, my family is very creative. Both my parents are artists in their own right, and I was always encouraged to express myself creatively from very young. And I pretty much grew up running around through the bushes, jumping off of cliffs, and having a very, country child, upbringing. And in terms of like my journey towards filmmaking, I guess I was always an artist in some way, and film for me is it's kind of like the ultimate art form because it encompasses so many things. It's composition, it's music and wardrobe and design, and you know what I mean. So I was always kind of, if I'm gonna express myself with like the ultimate paintbrush, so to speak, I think wielding the camera and cinema is like, for me the ultimate art form. You can sense the hunger in the Caribbean and in the Caribbean diaspora, that people they really want to see themselves, and when they see it done this well, it's like they almost can't believe it, because we're used to something that's maybe not quite as international. You know what I mean? Something that, and so people embrace it. And then on another level, the Caribbean and definitely Jamaica has this intrigue. People are always curious about what's happening in the Caribbean, and definitely what's happening in Jamaica. Even with our music recently, with athletics and with Bolt and Johan Blake and that. I mean, there's always a point of interest there. So we have non-Jamaicans, non-Caribbean folks just being interested in what's happening in Jamaica because of all this stuff they've been hearing about Jamaica. And then we have Caribbean people that just want some quality. Interestingly, with this film, it shows a pretty rough side of Caribbean life. So I have had backlash of people saying, why are you showing that story internationally? I get it all the time. They can't deny the quality, but they're wishing that it was a more happy-go-lucky situation. But it's important to where we're at now. We have to analyze this in order to change it. And now that we've kind of set this path with this film, the next set of film might be a bit more not as gruesome and not as dealing with the darkness. You know what I mean? But one way or the other, you have to make it out.